Hello students, I am Dr. Meenakshi Maur, Assistant Professor Zoology, Sri Savlaji Government College, Manfia, Chittorgarh. Today I am going to discuss polytene chromosome. It is one of the uh, types of giant chromosomes. What are giant chromosomes? Some chromosomes are very large in size in comparison to normal chromosomes. And such large sized chromosomes are called giant chromosomes. There are two main types of giant chromosomes. First is polytene chromosomes and the second one is Lamprecht chromosome. Polytene chromosomes are relatively smaller than Lamprecht chromosomes and they are also known as salivary gland chromosomes. They have appearance like ribbon-like structure and with a series of alternating dark and clear bands which are called interbands. There are chromosome puffs or Balvenie rings. Actually, they are the swelling of bands due to DNA unfolding into open loops. Chromosome puffs or Balvenie rings are the region of intense transcription or mRNA formation. And they are very large because of the presence of high DNA content. The polytene chromosome of Drosophila salivary gland has a 1000 DNA molecules, while chromosome Chironomus has 1600 DNA molecules in its each polytene chromosome. I will discuss its structure, history and occurrence in next slides. So first, history. E.G. Balvenie. He was an Italian cytologist and he discovered this peculiar structure in the nuclei of certain secretory cells in 1881. But they are recognized as the chromosome by Theophilus Painter and it has an H power. They rediscovered them in the salivary gland of Drosophila and recognized them as a chromosome. As these chromosomes were discovered in salivary gland cells, they are called as salivary gland chromosomes. The name polytene was suggested by Koller because of the presence of many chromonimeta, that is DNA in these chromosomes. There is also one more scientist, Bridges. He first constructed a salivary chromosome map of T. melanogaster, that is Drosophila melanogaster, and found 5000 special bands in polytene chromosomes. Saturn, he was also a scientist, worked on polytene chromosomes of Anopheles mosquito. And there is one more, Ryanidine. He worked on polytene chromosome of CTC fly. Then occurrence. These chromosomes are commonly occurred at the diploid stage of meiotic division. These chromosomes have been observed in salivary gland cells, Malpighian tubules, ovarian muscles cells, gut epithelial cells of the larvae of dipteran species like Drosophila, Chironomus, Sierra, and Vincoceara. They are also reported from suspensor cells of developing embryo in leguminous plants. These polytene chromosomes are visible during interphase and prophase of mitosis. In larvae of diphtheria insects, the salivary gland contains salivary cells which are large in size and they can easily be seen with the lens power of dissecting microscope. Now, what is its structure? So, here you can see chromocenter. These are the chromosomes arms. These are the puff. Here you can see puff are formed of Balvenie rings. These are bands. These band interbands. And on these bands there is mRNA synthesis. This is a loop. Here you can see this is a chromocenter and these are the chromosomes arms. So polytene chromosomes consist of large number of partially replicated chromosomes nearly stuck together in a lateral array. In Drosophila, heterochrominized centromere. Here, this is a centromere. Here you can also see there is a centromere. So, heterochromatinized center of all chromosomes coalesce in the chromocenter. The polytene chromosomes are found in the form of 6 radiating arms from chromocenter. 5 are long and 1 is short arm. So, these are also given some names. So, first is the X chromosome. X chromosome is the longest chromosome. Then 2 are that is a second chromosome. Here, this is a second chromosome. Then 2L, it is also second chromosome. So this is the left arm, this is the right arm, but both chromosome 2. Then 3R. 3R, it's a third chromosome and it is a right arm. Then 3L. Here, sorry, this is a right arm and this is a left arm, and both are chromosome 3. Then there is a fourth chromosome. It is the shortest one. So again I am repeating, the first one is the X chromosome. This is a X chromosome. It is the longest arm. Then second chromosome. Here, this is a second chromosome. It is a second chromosome right arm. Then it is a second chromosome left arm. Then this is a chromosome 3. This is a right arm. This is a chromosome 3 left arm. And it is a fourth chromosome. This one is the shortest arm. There is also Y chromosome, which is not visualized as because they are completely fused with the chromocenter and they are totally heterochromatic. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Total 6 radiating arms. 5 is long, so these are the long, and 1 is short arm. The fourth chromosome is the shortest one. Now, what are the bands and interbands? Bands, when these chromosomes are treated with the chromosomal stains and we examine under the microscope, we will see an alternating pattern of dark and a light pattern. The dark is known as a band and the lighter one is known as interband. So we can see light and dark bands, that is a bands and interbands. The alignment of the morphology in which a series of dark transverse bands, that it means higher coiling of chromonomata, and they alternate with the clear zone called interbands which have a low coiling. In bands, so here you can see these are the darker one, so it is a band, and the lighter one is a interband. So in the band region, that is a darker one, 85% of DNA is present, but in the interband, which is a lighter one, there is only 15% of DNA. Drosophila melanogaster has 5,000 bands and 5,000 interbands per genome, and each band and interband represent a set of 1024, that is a 1024 identical DNA sequences which are arranged in a file. The average band contains some 80,000 base pairs of DNA, which is enough to encode a single polypeptide chain. So the band size also vary tremendously. The different staining properties of the band and interbands are highly suggestive of the different states of compaction and the organization of chromatin in these regions. So the cross bending pattern of polytene chromosome is a very distinctive characteristic within a species, and it also helps for chromosome mapping during cytogenic studies. Now, chromosomal puff. The bands, these the dark one, undergo morphological and biological changes because of the gene activity. And the activation of gene of a band causes a compact chromatin strand to uncoil and spun outward, which results in a chromosomal puff. Puff consists of DNA loops that are less condensed than the DNA band elsewhere in the chromosome. Puffs are active sites of gene transcription. So this is about polytene chromosomes. So here I described what are bands, interbands, what are the puffs, and the puffs are also known as Palvani rings. Now, what are the functions of polytene chromosome? So main function is to carry genes which ultimately control physiology of an organism, and these genes are formed of DNA molecules. Second function is shifting of heterochromatin. In respect to euchromatin, produces giant changes which are called position effects, and these effects cause mutation in animals as well. Then third function is heterochromatin region contains a fewer genes than the euchromatin parts. Production of nuclear material is entirely done by heterochromatin. Chromosomes also help in protein synthesis indirectly. Nucleus contains RNA, and this RNA serves as a mean of transmission of genetic information to the cytoplasm, and it leads to the formation of specific protein. So these are the functions of polytene chromosomes. And so what is the significance of polytene chromosomes? Polytene chromosomes provided the first evidence that the gene activity in eukaryotes is mainly regulated at the level of mRNA synthesis. And these chromosomes contribute a valuable material in the study of gene regulation because their gene transcription can directly be visualized in the chromosomes. So here you can see these are the loops of the puff which are made up of DNA, and you can see there is a formation of mRNA synthesis. This is a loop axis and there is a mRNA synthesis. So polytene chromosomes arise by repeated cycle of DNA duplication without nuclear division and uninterrupted by separation of the daughter chromosomes as the centromeric DNA remains replicated. So how this is replicated and how is mRNA synthesis on the loop? So the main significance of polytene chromosome is that it it says that gene transcription can occur on it, and it provided the first evidence that the gene activity is regulated at the level of mRNA synthesis. Thank you.